Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about glutes. And people always talk about things like what's the most important muscle for whatever reason. I'm going to make the case for, actually, I don't need to make the case for it, it's pretty well made already, that glutes are the most important muscle for your overall strength, for your fitness, and for your longevity. And the reason I say that is because they all really tie together, don't they? And I'm not talking about that glutes are going to be the most attractive muscle or, when I talk about fitness, although the case can be made for that. As men, when we look at a woman, do we not notice her butt? Of course we do. Guys, you need to also realize women notice that about you. They actually do care and they do notice. So even if that's your goal, I think we can make a pretty good case for putting a lot of focus there. It's not a bad idea, even if that's your goal. But I digress. Let's get over to all the other stuff. Let's talk about all these other things. How about just overall strength? Glutes are a primary mover on most of your big movements, other than some of the upper body movements. Granted, glutes probably don't matter a lot on your bench press, getting a big bench. They don't matter a lot. They matter to overhead pressing, though, don't they? Because they're an important stabilizer to keep your lower back tight. People are like, well, just having a strong low back. Well, it's not necessarily the case. Keeping that back in position and keeping everything tight, strong glutes actually come in really handy for stuff like standing presses. Right? It matters a lot. Probably doesn't matter so much, though, for things like if you want a really impressive weighted chin up, or a really big bench, probably not so much. But what about all the other big movements? Squatting? Oh yeah, absolutely. Glutes matter a lot. How about the deadlift? You bet they do. And the biomechanics should explain to you why. It shouldn't be hard to figure out. They matter. What about a lot of the Olympic lifts? Any sort of clean, any sort of snatch, glutes are a massive muscle for that. I think we could argue that if you really wanted to get stronger at a lot of those movements, putting a lot of work into your glutes will help a lot. And here's the other thing. It'll also keep your injury lower because it comes down to stabilizing. Like glutes are just so critical for stabilizing so much. Stabilizing your hip joint, stabilizing your low back, right? It helps keep you injury free. Let's take that over to other endeavors. How about not getting hurt in day-to-day activities? Or if you fall down, you get hit. Hit with something. Doesn't even have to be, I don't mean hit by a person. That could be that. Hit by a car. It's not moving too fast, of course. Moving pretty fast, nothing's going to help you. We've got to be realistic about physics here. How about falling down? Oh yeah. Stronger glutes will help stabilize a lot of the delicate things that get hurt easily. It's a big part of the longevity too. Okay, when does someone's completely deteriorate in old age? The first time they break a hip. Okay, people who train their glutes and do big heavy movements that train the glutes have more stable hip joints. Okay, the glutes protect all of that. They protect all of it. It also helps with all the bone density and stuff as well. They're just less likely to get hurt if you have strong glutes. Okay, it's those fractures as you get older. That's usually what leads to your health declining and people dying pretty quick. We know we can correlate that first hip fracture that an elderly person gets with how much time they have left. Okay, it's a big deal. And it's not just about the hip fracture, it's that they can't do anything. Their quality of life deteriorates, their ability to be active. So again, hip fractures, extremely predictive of mortality. Strong glutes stave that off. All right, let's talk about just basic health and fitness though also. Strong glutes, they stabilize everything that we do. It will help us be more fit. Okay, again, helps protect your back doing other activities. Helps protect your hips doing other activities such as cardio, other recreational things that you do. Okay, glutes are critical for fitness. Right? They will help you. Strong, powerful glutes are used as a primary mover in most sports because most sports power starts in the hips. And people are like, well, what about the hip flexors stuff? Well, hip flexors matter. Of course they do. All these other muscles matter. But if you're going to bring it down to what's the most important hip extensor, the glutes is the biggest one. The biggest hip extensor. The others all matter. Don't get me wrong. Adductors matter. Adductors matter a lot. Quads even matter for that. Hamstrings. Of course, they all matter. But the glutes, where you get your hip extension. So it helps you be more powerful and athletic in every sport. I don't care whether it's something where you punch, kick, jump, sprint, throw a ball. Think again, the hip extension. Swing a bat, swing a golf club. Right? They matter for your overall fitness as far as your performance, your ability to produce force on any of these sort of movements. Okay. Glutes matter a lot. Then we come over to other stuff. How about energy burn, right? People who just want a higher energy turnover so you eat more food. Glutes matter a lot. They're a big muscle. They burn a lot of calories doing other activities, and they're so heavily used. Now, you can make a good argument for quads there too, by the way, and I think we can and we should. But the glutes bring more protective benefit to a lot of delicate areas of the body. You just get hurt less easy if you have strong glutes. You get hurt less easily doing other activities, running, jumping, your cardio, playing pickup game of basketball, racket, ball, whatever, tennis, whatever you do just is activity for your general fitness. Strong glutes will help you do it better and be more injury-free doing it. Right? It matters a lot. And then we come over to all that longevity thing, though. Okay? So the glutes carry over, but what about all the other benefits? Think about all the movements you're seeing me do to train glutes. So, I mean, I didn't throw the squats in here. Squats matter. Box squats particularly. Seeing big movements, though. See me do good mornings, Romanian deadlifts, glute bridges, reverse hypers. These are all very powerful glute exercises. They all work other muscles too. Glutes are a primary mover in every one of them. They're all big, heavy movements. Okay. Think about that in terms of muscle through the rest of the body, but think of it in terms of bone density. Any exercise that really effectively builds the glutes, I don't mean those little silly donkey kickbacks you see women doing. That doesn't actually do anything for your glutes. All these glute movements improve bone density. Potential to improve it through your back, through your pelvis, your hips, your legs. All right? Bone density is a very big deal for longevity and quality of life. It's a very big deal. The data is overwhelming on that. These are the things that build bone density. Then we come over to just again the glutes. They're a big muscle. It means they have a lot of potential for growth. What do we know with a lot of other health concerns we have? Muscle mass itself is protective against things like diabetes. It's protective against some types of cancer. All these things that ravage your body. Really getting those big muscles bigger, things like the glutes, the quads, things like that. It has the largest effect on these things because they're the biggest muscles in the body. Right? Training your glutes is critical for fitness. Do not neglect them. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.